Welcome to Mother Moon Tarot. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be the Leo reading for Aries. No, not for Aries. You might be dealing with Aries. This is going to be the Leo reading for April. I was meditating on your energies just before I came on camera, and I pre-shuffled the cards. So just before I get into that, I just want to give a thank you to all of you for coming to watch the readings. I also want to say thank you for all of your support in March. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel if you feel inclined to. And as always, like, share, and subscribe if you feel like you enjoyed the reading at the end. So what else do I need to say? Yeah, so Mercury, coming into April, Mercury will be going direct again, thank God, because it's been kicking my ass. It really has. So many problems with technology, my videos, editing, all that. Feeling exhausted, a lot of drained kind of energy, so you may have been feeling that too. But yeah, thankfully it's going direct and we can all kind of take a sigh of relief and move forward into April, so that's good. So yeah, the sun will be moving into Aries as well, so that's all about kind of go energy, and definitely been feeling that in some of the readings that I've already done for April, so that's good for movement. I like it, especially after Mercury retrograde. Wonderful. So let's get into it. I was meditating on your energy before I came on camera, Leo, and the messages that I got for you were the numbers 2 and 5. So however that resonates for you, take it as you will. If you want to know more about the meaning of those numbers, check out Google or many other websites. There's so many there, and there's lots of information out there, so check it out for yourself if you feel inclined to. The other messages then that I got was don't lose your head, stay grounded. So there may be a situation or something that kind of comes up during the month of April, or coming into April, that you just need to stay grounded, and allow yourself to not lose your head about something. So take it how it resonates, if it resonates for you. Not all messages are going to resonate for everybody, so if a message doesn't resonate for you, leave it, it's not for you. As always, if it does resonate, then take it with you. And then the last thing that I got for you was actually, it was an image. I seen you standing in a very public place. I couldn't figure out what the place was. It was just a very public place. There was hundreds and hundreds of people around, all bustling around doing kind of their own thing. And you're standing right in the middle of it, with a map, and you're basically trying to figure out, you're looking kind of, over the heads of everybody else, trying to figure out where it is that you need to get to, and what direction you need to take. So however that resonates for you, take it if it does. So I do feel like maybe some of you might be going traveling. There might be some sort of element of travel, or maybe you're kind of going to see something new where you are already, but you just don't know how to get to it, or you're navigating towards it. It could be something as simple as you feel like you want to take a new direction with things in your life. So take it how it resonates, like I said. Anyway, let's get into your main reading. So let's have a look here now. So what does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April? Too many. Take that one. What does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April? Okay. Whoa. Choppy cards today, choppy cards. I feel like you're feeling a little bit discombobulated, a little bit confused. Not sure where to turn. Okay, 3 more cards. What does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? And there we go, there we have it. You don't lose your head, you continue, you move on, and then you figure it out. Okay, so that's like that. Going to take a minute or two to check the cards out and tune in here. As always, you don't need to wait around for me. You can fast forward to the start of the reading. I'm just going to take a little bit of time to tune in. So let's have a look. Okay. First card out, Leo, was the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, very much standing in her own knowing, in her own energy, knowing where she wants to go. She's convicted. She is firm in her knowledge and her knowing of what she wants to do, and she is striving forward. You can see she has the sword in her hand there for protection if she needs it, but she doesn't. She is a very strong woman. Don't get caught up on the genders as well. This can be male or female, but this is just the energy that she embodies. So very strong energy, very confident, and very much in her knowing and in her intuition of where she wants to get to. So beautiful energy to start off the month with. Again, new movement forward. You can see her hand is pointing the direction of the forward movement of this reading. So she's looking forward, knowing where she wants to get to. So lovely energy to start off the month with, especially considering Mercury will have gone direct by that stage. So beautiful. The second card you had come out then. Oh, also actually, just on that, there is also a little bird in the top of this as well. So like I said, some of you may be taking a trip, you may be taking flight, an airplane somewhere, or this could just be your own confidence or your own clarity of or decision on something, taking flight. So something new coming in and pushing forward. Second card you had out was then the Page of Cups in reverse. So the Page of Cups, when it's in the upright position, can speak to a person coming into you with an offer, or a situation bringing a new offer into you, or a new direction into you. However, it is in the reverse. So I do feel like this could either be delayed with the kind of lingering Mercury retrograde energy that is around kind of, with the end of March and kind of start of April. It does go direct. I think it's either on the 27th or the 28th of March. Don't quote me on that, but it can, that energy can linger for 1 to 2 weeks after. So that Mercury retrograde energy could still be playing havoc a little bit. So I do feel like, if this is an offer or a new beginning or something new taking flight or a person coming in with an offer or a situation coming in with an offer, I do feel like it could just be delayed slightly, or there could be maybe a little bit of complication in the flow of it kind of happening in a natural way. So just be aware of that. You might want to be moving on ahead with something, and you might have clarity in like, yes, that's what I'm going to go and do. And there might be a little bit of a hiccup then with Mercury retrograde saying goodbye to us. And it just being like, oh, no, hang on, last little thing to go wrong. Or you forgot this, or, something as simple as that. So just be careful of that energy. Just be mindful that energy could play a little bit of havoc or a little bit of tricksterish kind of energy kind of coming into the start of April. So first 2 weeks, I say. So just be aware of that. The third card you got then was the Ace of Swords in reverse. So clarity coming in. In the upright, it can mean, the conviction of something coming to a culmination or coming to an abundance. Swords is all to do with like your thoughts and your logic on things. So where you may have been feeling very sure and very clear on something, especially with this, Queen of Swords here as well. Like I said, this Page of Cups is in the reverse, and then you had the swords come out in the reverse as well. So I do feel like that could be they could be linked slightly, where you may have thought you had all this logic and all this, clarity, and you were dead set on something. You'd made a decision. You were sure of yourself with this Queen of Swords. That abundance or that logic might be off very slightly, like I said, towards the start of April. So just be wary of that. I don't feel like it's anything huge to worry about. I just feel like it's just like a little bit of a caution. Like just be aware that things are not in the upright or not direct as much as we'd like them to be at the start of April, just with that Mercury retrograde kind of energy lingering a little bit. So, but don't be worrying. There is a death to this. The death card was your next card. So whatever this was, this kind of little hiccup or this kind of like stagnancy in that movement forward that you wanted, that'll be coming to an end. So I really wouldn't worry about it too much, like I said. This could also speak to something else in your environment. So it could be a situation, or do you know what? Actually, I feel like this is more like for a small group of you. Like I said, it could be the end of that kind of stagnancy, or that little hiccup kind of coming to an end. For me, I feel like a larger portion of you. This could be something that's been a long time coming to an end. So if you've been in a long cycle of waiting, or a long cycle of, I don't know, I feel like, so either something that you've been waiting for a long time, like for example, something that you've wanted to happen for a long time, or something that you've wanted to kind of end for a long time, or I feel like it's something big in some sort of change in your life. I feel like there's an end of a cycle coming here. Now with the Mercury retrograde coming to an end as well, I do feel like that movement forward. This horse here is movement, so there's movement away from one cycle and into a new one. You can see that there's actually like sunrise. There's like two pillars here into an entrance of a village, and there's sunrise there, and this horse is actually on its way to that village. So there's a death of a cycle, the ending of something old, and movement forward positively towards the sun and towards this new beginning. So I do feel like that's actually a really nice card and really nice energy. So like I said, if you've got if you're, like I said earlier, this little bird here, if you're traveling at all, it could be the end of one cycle and the movement forward into a new country. It could be something that you've been waiting for a long time, a situation to finish up, and the movement forward into a new phase of your life, or a new job, or a new partnership, or a new kind of creative endeavor. Whatever the situation is speaking to for you, whatever the situation that you wanted to move forward for a long time, and you found that conviction, now you know what you want to do. I do feel like that old cycle is ending and that you're coming into a new one. So I feel like that's definitely been a long time coming for some of you. The next card then that you had out is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is always, it can speak to heartbreak. It can speak to issues with a partnership. That can be a partner, a relationship with a partner, a friend, a family member. It can also be heartbreak over a situation as well. It could be something, heartbreak over, a creative project that you've had to leave, or a situation that you've had to remove yourself from, or anything like that. It could also be, pain to do with releasing this old energy. So whatever this energy that you're stepping out of, it could be pain even just to do with that old energy moving out when you're moving into something new. So it doesn't always have to speak to heartache. It can be just pain, or, a bit of discomfort or unease about moving from one cycle to the next. So however that resonates for you, take it as as it is for you. But yeah, I do feel like this is just some sort of pain or kind of like discomfort with moving from an old cycle into a new one. It can speak to kind of like anxieties as well. So any kind of like anxieties that you have about moving from one situation to another as well, that can speak to that too. So I really wouldn't worry about that too much, however, because whether this is to do with a person or a relationship or a situation, there is that movement with Mercury retrograde kind of moving out. I do feel as well that this could possibly, I was coughing there a moment ago and I was getting blockage in my throat chakra there. So I do feel like this could actually have something to do with communication issues. So if there's something that you're not communicating to someone, or someone needs to communicate something to you to do with a relationship, I do feel like there's a bit of a blockage with that at the moment. Like I said, with Mercury kind of retrograde finishing up, it could be that kind of leftover energy from that, whereby that energy, that kind of miscommunication needs to be cleared out. So there's room then to be able to move forward into a better kind of, a better situation for your own kind of heart, or for your own kind of heartache, or for your own kind of pain, to be able to dissipate and move away from an old cycle into a new one. So I do feel like that could be for some of you. The last then card that you got then was the Two of Cups. So wonderful energy to finish up the April on. I really love it. So this is abundance. This is two people coming together, or two sides of yourself coming together in they're cheersing, they're they're celebrating there, and it's two people coming together. So I definitely feel like this kind of forward movement that you wanted, with that conviction by the end of the month then is definitely coming together for you. So things are kind of, you are leaving one situation, coming into another, and that union then is there for you at the end of the month, or that happiness, that abundance is there for you. So again, like I said, if this is something to do with yourself, it could be the two sides of yourself coming together and being able to find that conviction to make that decision. It could, cups are all to do with your emotions and feelings. So it could be that you have a realization of how your emotions and your feelings are connecting together internally. So it could be something to do with that. It also then could be to do with this heartache, or this pain, or this kind of anxiety of a situation or a relationship, or that communication with a person. Whatever this is moving out. Like I said, there's the death of that kind of cycle, or that kind of pain, or that heartache, and then you coming into the abundance of the Two of Cups. So whatever that communication was, it gets released, and there's a reuniting or a union here as well. So that's a beautiful energy to kind of have towards the end of the month. So I really love that for you, Leo. Well done. It could also speak to, if it's not a relationship or a partnership, it could also speak to the culmination almost, or the coming together of an idea that you've had, or a project that you've wanted to do, or something that you've wanted to do for a long time. Like I said previously, something that you wanted to do for a long time, an old cycle coming to an end and a new cycle beginning. Like I said, it could be travel, it could be a creative project, it could be a partnership, like I said, but I do feel like there's some sort of union, like there's like a wholeness. It's almost like a Wheel of Fortune kind of energy to it. It's like that kind of, it's that coming together of something that you've wanted to do for a long time, or something that you've wanted for a long time is finally coming together, and you're feeling the happiness and the celebration that you would want from that as well. So again, lovely energy to finish off the month. So I'm really pleased for you, Leo. Enjoy it. Okay, so I'm just having a look now to see if I want to clarify any of these cards before we move on to the oracle cards. I am going to clarify, actually. I'm going to clarify the death card here for you. Let's have a little look. Okay. So why is the death card here for Leo, please, in April? Why is the death card here, please? Why is the death card here for Leo? Why is the death card here for Leo, please? Why is the death card here for Leo? Why is the death card here for Leo, please? Why is the death card here for Leo? Okay, you had two come out, so I'm going to take both of those. Yeah, absolutely. So the death cards, to clarify the death cards, you have the King of Swords. So you not only have the Queen of Swords now, you have the King of Swords as well. So the King of Swords, again, is very strong in his knowing, in his thoughts, and his decision making. He's usually a born leader, sitting in his throne. He knows how to rule his kingdom and how to make his decisions. So he's very clear on what he wants, and what he is going to strive for. So you've got both. You've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So I do feel like this is almost the feminine, divine feminine, divine masculine energies at play here. So you're very much, like I said, it's like that divine masculine and that divine feminine are kind of coming together in, unity here to push you forward in a new direction, or in that new kind of cycle that you're kind of coming into, or that new situation that you're coming into. So beautiful energy there. I really like that for you. So that's a wonderful combination to have for the for the clarification on the death card, because it's coming, it's two sides coming together. Two sides coming together to push you forward. After that Mercury retrograde energy has dissipated, and April is all about kind of that go energy. And like I said as well, it's that, like I said, you standing in the middle of that kind of frenzy. Everyone else is rushing around you in that public place. You are standing there. You're standing your ground. You're grounded. You're standing your ground. You're looking at your map. You're putting your divine feminine and your divine masculine sides together. You're making your plan before you move ahead. So definitely, there's a unity there. So that's make sure you do that, because that's what's going to get you where you want to be. So lovely energy like that. Okay, so Leo, I'm going to pull you an oracle card. So I'm going to use the Moonology deck. This is a new deck that I got. It's beautiful. As always, if you want to know about the decks that I use in the readings, I do put all the information in the description box below. So check that out if you want to know what cards are what. So yeah, okay. So what does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April? Ooh, the load going out. Bad shuffling, sorry. Ooh, okay, yeah, we'll take that one. Okay. So, beautiful. It says, believe in the impossible. Beautiful card. Yeah, I definitely feel like this is a very nightscape. As you can see, obviously it's got the moon, but it's very like starry night sky. The moon, it's a full moon as well. It's like a big blue, it's a blue moon. And the moon card in the traditional tarot deck is all to do with your intuition and, going within and finding your kind of your inner knowing. So I do feel like there's a connection there as well with like I was saying, the feminine and the masculine sides, the king and the queen kind of coming to one kind of union and one kind of logic to give you this abundance. So I do feel like there's that going within and connecting those two sides of yourself together. So and then when you do that, you believe in the impossible, and then that abundance kind of comes in for you. So definitely a beautiful card, beautiful energy, and connects very much with the reading that you've had. So I like that for you. Beautiful. Okay. And the second deck I'm going to use is the Spiritual Oracle deck. I love this one. Always beautiful. So let's have a look. What have you got to say? So what does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? Okay, what does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April, please? What does Leo need to know for April? What does Leo need to know for April, please? Oh, that one is sticking out, definitely. Okay. So, didn't I say some of you are going to be going traveling? Absolutely. Okay, you got the journey. Beautiful. And I love that rainbow as well. It's like that rainbow is going from one side to the other, to that sun, and illuminating exactly what you want. So that's exactly where you want to be, is that sun right there. And the only thing that's going to get you there is connecting the two sides of yourself. So connecting these two sides, the king and the queen, within yourself. Beautiful. Okay, so it says, you are soaring the new heights. Experiment. Play. Allow your spirit the freedom to explore new and exciting possibilities for your life. Follow the rainbow across the horizon. A pot of gold awaits. Beautiful. I love it. Really, really beautiful energy. So yeah, very much connects with the rest of your reading as well. So a beautiful energy to have at the end of the reading, at the end of April. So yeah, I really hope you embrace that, Leo, and just go with the flow of everything and take everything in, drink everything in, whatever it is, whether it is the fact that you're going on a journey, whether it is just the death of this old cycle, with that death card and the birth of a new one, whether it is a, partnership, the pain of that partnership kind of leaving and a new unity kind of coming into play, whatever it is. Just enjoy the journey. It's not all about the abundance that we get at the very end of a cycle in life. It is about the journey as well. So you need to learn how to love that too. So just enjoy the whole process. And yeah, you will be able to then enjoy the abundance and the happiness at the end of that journey, even more so if you learn to enjoy the journey too. So beautiful energy. I hope this resonated with you, Leo. Again, as always, please like, share, and leave a comment below if you feel inclined to. Let me know how this resonates for you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. The link is in the little button is on the homepage. And I will see you in May. It's going so fast, this is mad. So yeah, I will see you in May. Also, guys, if you do want to leave any donations to help me be able to continue to do this for you and give out these videos, if you feel inclined to, that would be lovely. You don't have to, like I said, it is just a donation, but if you do feel like it, go for it. So Leo, I love you. Enjoy whatever journey this is for you. Enjoy April, and I will see you in May. Bye.